Fat Tip Fit weeks 20 and 21 combined into one big super video. I didn't do week 20 last week, so we're just going to do both of these videos, right, combined into one big one. Maybe I'll start doing this moving forward. I don't usually put that much effort into the weekly videos. I don't take them that seriously, so maybe if I do them every other week instead, it'll feel like more of a big event and it'll be a bigger deal, basically. So we'll think about doing that every 14 days instead of every 7 days. I'll do these weekly videos. I'm considering it. We'll see. Let me know if you want that, but these last 2 weeks have gone really, really well. Weeks 19 and previous, like the few weeks before that, have been quite bad. So these last 2 weeks have mainly been trying to reverse the damage from those times, trying to reverse week 19, and it has gone pretty well. Over the last 2 weeks, I've gone from 185.2 pounds down to 180.0 pounds. So I've lost about 4.4 pounds over the last 2 weeks. I'm very happy about that. It was something that was definitely needed. I've also set a new streak record at 10. I'll be honest, I haven't playing it a little bit fast and loose here and there, so all my calorie counts haven't been like totally exact. I've mentioned this before, but for the most part, we have been pretty good, and basically we have hit a new streak limit, so I'm very happy about that. We finally hit double digits. Our previous record was a streak of 9, and we finally surpassed that, so I'm very happy about that. Lots of cool things happened over the last 2 weeks. I set my new Lego goal, so once I get back down to 178.0 pounds, I will allow myself to build this Lego ATTE. I set this as sort of like a goal to kind of gamify the diet a little bit so that I can set smaller goals. I don't have to look at just like, oh, once I finish the diet, then I'll be happy. I'll set smaller goals for myself, probably utilizing Lego. So I love Legos. So this is a pretty good way to go. I know what motivates me. It's Legos, guys. So I'm very excited to build that Lego set in the near future. We're about 2 pounds off, so I'm very excited for that. I also got a new phone, so hopefully the camera quality has gone up. Seems a lot better to me. I'm not sure how I feel about the mic quality, though. I feel like that's kind of degraded a little bit, so we'll see if I'll keep this or not. I'll leave that up to you guys probably, but we'll see. We'll at least use this phone for the next few days and try it out. But what else has happened? I made my Wins of Winter video. I'm very happy with that. That took a lot of effort. I put tons of effort into that one. I'm very, very proud of that one. I also think I learned a lot about making videos and stuff like that, and maybe what I'd want to do in the future. So it was a really good learning experience. I'm very, very proud of that video. It was definitely one of my best ones, if not my best video so far. So I've also gotten back into working out. I hadn't been working out because of injuries and stuff like that. My hands have finally been healing up. My hands are getting a lot better. My ankle hasn't been paining me for probably a month, so I consider that pretty much healed probably. So we're getting back into cardio. We're going to get back into weightlifting and whatnot. I'm very excited for that. And also we're about to finish off month 5 of the channel. So today's day 148, and once we hit 150, that will be the end of month 5, and I'll make that video, so look forward to that. Lots of cool stuff. So these last 2 weeks have been really good. I set a new streak record of 10, as I said. Week 19, I had an average of 8.2 hours of sleep per night on average. These last 2 weeks, weeks 20 and 21, I had 7.2 hours of sleep per night on average, so a little bit less than week 19, but I have been trying to fix my sleep schedule, so that was to be expected, basically. It is what it is. Week 19, I had 4,700 calories per day on average, a little bit too much. These last 2 weeks, I went way down to 1,755 calories per day, so that worked a lot. We set a new calorie limit of 1,600 calories per day, not including protein shakes that I might have, so things have been going quite well. Things have been going swimmingly as far as that's concerned. Thank goodness I'm finally losing some actual weight again, and I'm almost back to where I was. On week 19, I had 91 grams of protein per day on average. This last 2 weeks, I had 94 grams of protein per day on average. I calculated that from 12 days instead of the 14 because 2 of those days I did not actually track my protein intake, so it is what it is. Week 19, I did not do any exercise, but these last 2 weeks, I did 7 miles in 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 55 seconds, which I'm quite happy with because that is less than 10 minutes per mile. I also did 100 push-ups. I did 16 chin-ups. I did 5 sets of 12 reps bench press for 95 pounds. I did 5 sets of 12 reps overhead press for 35 pounds. Both of those had 2-minute rest between sets. all in all, these last 2 weeks have gone very, very well, and I very much look forward to weeks 22 and 23. I think we will finally be making more progress again, and we will finally hit some newer, low weights, and it's going to be pretty awesome. So let me do some poses, because that's kind of what I usually do for these weekly videos, just so that I can kind of use them. Maybe I'll make like a compilation later on that shows me posing over the course of this channel or whatever. Things are going very well. So thank you all for watching. I will see you later today for day 148. Peace out.